How long did it take you to get Starlink on your jet? How many honey buns did it take to get your Starlink? How many honey buns?
Ricky Rose.
They cost 7 honey buns. 7 honey buns. 7. Not 1, not 2. 7 honey buns. Y'all said I definitely chartered with no Starlink. Yeah, before you. You know what I'm saying? Since we on that Miami shit. It's DJ Nasty 305. If you didn't know, this the crib. Miami-Dade County. Cardiac, you my boy. Diamond Princess, the legendary disco queen, China Prince Raheem. Hey yo, this what Miami sound like. Rose, don't play, let's go. Check it out. I think I need one like you. Matter of fact, I think I need 2. After that, I'm back to take 2. Let the play like you do it. No, you can stream anything on the shit. Talking is only here on food. Luke on 50 on top. She gotta give me head on.
Yeah. This is banging. That's a banger. That's a banger.
I gotta go charge my computer, but you gotta get it out this Friday. Setting it right there. Don't even waste no time. Just pre-order it right now. You'll get it before everybody else. Go get it. He mixed the whole album. The entire album. Every song.
Every song. Curated. Did it with the passion. Did it for the love of the crib. 305. Doing this shit for y'all. We're doing it for the world. We're doing it for everything, man. We're doing it for the love of the game, for hip hop.
It's too easy, guys. Whoa!
Shout out to Cardiac on there. Cardiac, you get that remarkable hustle and all of it still online.
Hey, boy, Cardiac. Yeah, oh my God. Woo. Woo. Smoker.
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 Smoker. Start. Huh?
No, I just want to say shout out to all the producers. Shout out to everybody contributing to the album. All the artists. You know what I'm saying? We did this shit.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Yeah.
This Friday, Set it Stone. It's going down. The boat is right there. Shot the jazz in the cut.
You take this shit serious.
It's no game.
Shout out to DJ Q.
Yeah, you're supposed to say hi. There you go.
DJ Q from Memphis.
That's my dog, DJ Q. What up, my boy?
Shout out Memphis.
DJ Q. That boy got Memphis on lock.
Man.
Memphis on lock.
In that.
So shout out to everybody that's at home. Your Wi-Fi's not like this. It's okay. We appreciate it. Huh? Hard. Too easy. Too easy. Yo, tell Rose one love. That's my dog. You tell him one love. You know what I'm saying? So we finna get on Starlink Radio. The next episode is Friday.
Radio, Starlink, 43,000 feet in the sky.
Quarantine. This Friday is the next episode of Starlink Radio Friday. So get your Wi-Fi tuned up. Next Friday. Make sure they pay their bill. Exactly. Pay your T-Mobile, your AT&T, whatever, your Boost Mobile, whatever. Friday, the next episode of Starlink Radio.
Wi-Fi together.
Get it. You get it. Rose, hold on, wait.
What about the CD?
What is it? Rose said he was buying me a G-Wagon. Really?
Wow, yeah. 11.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, y'all. So that was Rick Rose. You know, he ain't Rick Ross no more. Yeah. He took out his private jet. You know, that rich forever shit. Yeah, that he got. All black. Flying high in the sky. Yeah, so the other day, 50 got the drop on Rick Ross, spotted at some airport, flying, commercial, you know what I'm saying? And because everyone deserved to laugh, because knowing Rick Ross, he always be bragging, you know what I'm saying? He always be bragging. But then again, like how he had mowed his own lawn, which kind of shows that he doesn't he doesn't exalt too much, you know? He doesn't exalt too much. The fact that he mowed his lawn, but I guess it's a fact where he thought he was flexing doing that, showcasing his big acres of property with his massive size lawn he was mowing, you know, but then 50 came and show him another side. Yeah, so it may have been a case where Rick Ross had thought that he was flexing because he loves to flex. That's a fact. You know, he loves to showcase his money and all that he's got. So when the video had came out that Rick Ross had put out, you know, showing himself mowing his acres of grass, and he may not have been smart enough, you know, because it was a long time video. He may not have been smart enough to be aware of the fact that it's actually giving broke vibes, mowing your own lawn. And we know that he's rich, but the reason why we have to say broke vibes or broke energy, because like if you love to flex and show off that you're rich while mowing your own lawn, which no multi-billion trillionaire won't be mowing their own lawn unless they just feel like to exercise, you know? And if they were smart and they were in the mood to exercise, then they would know that that is not the best time to show that you're flexing on your enemies or who doesn't like to see you got it. You know what I'm saying? If Rick Ross was smart and he was bragging while mowing his lawn, he would never put out that video, right? Because Fiddy had seen it or had made other people aware that, look, Rick Ross is a fool or is a dummy because he's mowing his own lawn. He's broke. He can't pay to get it done. You know what I'm saying? So it may have been a situation like that. Or as I said, you know, it may have been also that Rick Ross is just not so much of a braggadocious type of guy. You know what I'm saying? But we've tired of seeing, I'm sure you all have seen Rick Ross been flexing his money for years. A lot of rappers and successful people do, especially since the social media era where, you know, you want to make content and put out all these visuals, you know, so people are going to be capturing a lot of things that they're going through daily, you know, especially the rich people, successful people. So, it, you know, for some it's not really bragging, but, you know, in the hip-hop community, we know that it's bragging because rappers had to brag against other rappers, brag for the fans to see, you know, it's a lifestyle for the rappers. And yeah, so back to the whole commercial flight thing, you know, people had been comparing Rick Ross' recent posts similarly to the likes of Bow Wow Challenge, since Bow Wow came out acting as if he's rich, but, never really had the funds like that. And made a big clown of himself, on the internet. Bow Wow has always been my rapper, from I was a kid. Shout out to Bow Weezy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, to Nietzsche. Yeah, so this is Rick Ross now saying that his jet is has been maintained because he had got the maintenance crew, as he claimed, why he had a flu commercial the other day. And he said he went to some house, he was invited over to some house. But it seems as if he was hiding under his hoodie from the cameras, disguising like, some regular civilian when Rick Ross was caught in a video at the airport flying commercial, So, yeah, 50's got the power. Yeah, 50's got the power, yo. 50 is the man. But then I want to talk about this song as well that Rick Ross had played for us, and his team. I believe that Meek Mill should have been here, but that's just how life goes. But I think a lot of Rick Ross wealth, was made from Meek Mill's. And a lot of people believe that from earlier content, that was out there. If you have been following the hip hop, gossip, rumors, and all the news, reviews, interviews from day one, then you'll likely feel the same, that, a lot of wealth was accumulated from the success of Meek Mill's early career. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so the jet does look nice, Does look nice. Shout out to Rick Ross, the big boss, Ricky Rose. Hey. But this guy would look like his brother. They could pass for like twins. You know what I'm saying? This guy could be his twin, y'all. Because I actually thought he was Rick Ross at first. And he was the one who requested the song. But this is actually Rick Ross over here. You know what I'm saying? Rich nigga. Yeah, so with the song I was saying that they had played, the song is very hype. And it's a new sound, it's a new wave I could feel and I like from Rick Ross. And that is what it takes to cross over into break generational curses from, your prime time to make it into the evolutionary moment where newer developing rappers like Drake, well, not like Drake, because Drake had, he had made a lot of successful hits. Probably his best hits were around the time when Rick Ross was running shit. You know what I'm saying? But Rick Ross was earlier to the hip hop scene than Drake was. Yeah. So yeah, but they are two successful rapper. But we tend to see where Rick Ross had hit a stop, where his songs weren't as captivating and as gravitating as they are to and used to, like in 2011, 2012. However, oh yeah, so it has been since the Birdman situation involving Lil Wayne, with Lil Wayne and Birdman battling in court for a lot of money that Lil Wayne believed that he was owed from Birdman, and that was basically the last project that had some, that had the people talking that it was a project that Rick Ross had released that was called Idol Become Rivals. And that moment was where everything just fell apart. Like the rappers weren't together as they used to be. Cause Drake, French Montana, and Rick Ross had one of the baddest collab. You know what I'm saying? Stay Scheming. That song was crazy. The beat was crazy. And everyone just split up and went their ways. It was crazy, man. The joy was gone. And then, that was when all the artists seemed to have lost their powers of making hits, you know? And other rappers like the Kodak Black started to take over, you know? A$AP Rocky had his moment with Drake and the Rick Ross and that era Wiz Khalifa moment 2011, and the last of A$AP Rocky greatest hits we got was with that banged worldwide was with Skepta, the British rapper, you know. But the one with G-Eazy and A$AP Rocky and Cardi B, that was sick too. So those were the last moments of, like, those powerful hits from those rappers who were dominating the scene, around the 2011, you know. But then we got the Kendrick Lamar, the Drake continued to hold it up because I would have said that his Laugh Now and Cry Later project, that was a banger, in the Corona that Drake had done. And that's so awesome to see that Drake had a God plan from like 2017, 2016. That was crazy too. I think it was 2017, God's plan. You know what I'm saying? So those projects really kept Drake proving to be more durable, long lasting, longevity. He was finding hits continuously. But I think Drake is on his last leg of hits right now. But with this song Rick Ross is bringing, it may just bring back Rick Ross to the massive audience, these type of songs, because I don't know where he got this flow. It sort of have a Will Smith vibes. I'm getting a Will Smith vibes, type of uptown, type of suburbs vibes from it, and once you have that pop quality to your music, and a lot of hood niggas be putting down artists who tend to be focused on finding pop music or the pop qualities, pop sounding to their music. But, it's all about maturity. And if you want your music to go very far, then you should try to have some pop quality surround your music. Because this song that I heard about from Rick Ross, it has a great level or some level of pop quality. Like I could see this song being played in white areas, what I'm saying, all white neighborhood, some, probably not all, but yeah, it does have some pop qualities. Shout out to Rick Ross. And that is what artists need to do, like to experiment. And A$AP Rocky, he definitely understand the assignment. But the thing with A$AP Rocky is sort of experimenting. I'm not really seeing where his mind is at. Like, I can tell where Rick Ross' mind is at from hearing this song that they played on the jet. But A$AP Rocky, he's just experimenting a whole type of different alienated sound, and he's taking up a much more harder task, and he has his family to spend time with. So obviously, and we see A$AP Rocky in the media a lot of recent. Shout out, that's my boy. My favorite rapper, one of, yeah. So Kodak Black as well, 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not here to diss or to put down Rick Ross, despite my knowledge and being aware of Rick Ross and 50 Cent still going at it, But yeah, 50 Cent, he's got the power. Yeah, man, Rick Ross needs to know he ain't much no contender. Like, Rick Ross will have his moments against 50 where the fans may be against 50 like this time. But 50 be having the hearts of the fans majority of the time. But, because of 50 pettiness sometimes, people will not support him a few times and be like, I'm with Rick Ross on this one, or I'm with Rick Ross this time, but then they'll go back to laughing at Rick Ross whenever 50 Cent stepping on his neck, you know? And then the fans will be laughing at 50 and saying that, 50, Rick Ross' neck is way bigger than your foot that you're trying to use to press in his neck with your instep, you know, and 50 Cent will laugh and make some AI video of himself being destroyed by Rick Ross' neck. You know what I'm saying? And all these things. So I'm going to just end it here. Because, you know, I don't see no boy with me fear. Me no see no boy with me fear. Appear inside of your hemisphere. Bladder leak, shot a tear. Watching belly tear. Shot rip out lungs like sponge out a teddy bear. So check out that war medi here. Me no see no when me fear. Me no see no girl when me fear. And me no see no man when me fear. Appear inside your hemisphere. Yeah, I need a collab with some major rapper, you know what I'm saying? I would love to collab with 50. I would love to collab with Jay-Z. I would love to collab with Vybz Kartel. I would love to collab with who else? All the female stars. All the female stars. Probably which female star I wouldn't really want to collaborate with. I probably wouldn't want to collaborate with I don't know. There isn't any female star that I wouldn't collab with. But for the males, I would collab with Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Vybz Kartel, Drake. Yeah, who else? Big Sean, Kanye. Oh my goodness, Kanye. Yay. Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, Ludacris. ASAP Rocky, of course. Kodak Black, of course. G Herbo, of course. Little Durkio, of course. Come on, man. Foolio, Bombo Cloud, Foolio. I would love to collab with that nigga, man. Even in the sky, whenever I die. I swear to God, I'ma testify. Hold the Bible in the sky, but you left the... Yeah. In the testify. I could touch the sky. Yeah, R. Kelly. I would definitely collab with R. Kelly. Shout out to R. Kelly. Yeah, who else? There's quite a few more, but I'ma end it here. Come no see no boy, where me fear.